All right, good evening. Welcome to our session, Online Resources for Young Learners. This session is being recorded and will be made available online for viewing. The session is funded by the Community Foundation for Southeast Michigan and presented by the Oakland Literacy Council. My name is Amy Gould. I'm a project coordinator with the Oakland Literacy Council. The Oakland Literacy Council provides many free resources to adult English learners. They provide free one-on-one tutoring, free conversation groups, free access to Burlington English, which is an online English learning tool, and free digital literacy support, which includes computers and internet access. To find out more about these services and to find today's recording and materials from today's session, visit the Oakland Literacy website at www.oaklandliteracy.com. Today's session will begin with a presentation by our guest speaker, Felicia. Then we will have some time for your questions afterward. Our speaker made available a summary of key points. It was sent to your email this morning, if you registered by this morning. But again, if you didn't get it in your email, you can find it on the Oakland Literacy website where you registered. Let's review a few ground rules. I have a not fancy slide here. I'll share with you. For today's meeting, please keep muted during the meeting. I know I personally have a lot of noise going on in my background. I've got a daughter taking dance class and a son doing a woodworking project. So I'm even going to keep muted during the meeting. Limit your personal information. Remember, we are recording. You may change your screen name and just use your first name if you like. Please do not share your child's name or the name of your child's school. You may even turn off your video if you prefer. If you have questions, we will take questions after our presentation, but if you have something that you want to type in chat, you can go ahead and do so at any time. Okay. It looks like we have a few people with us. That's wonderful. So everyone is muted, and now I will present I'd like to welcome Felicia Geeter. Felicia has worked in education for over 17 years. She spent 13 years as a first grade teacher and currently works as an ELA Instructional Coach. She holds a BS and an MAT in reading from Oakland University. Welcome, Felicia, and thank you very much for being with us today. I'd like to turn it over to you for your presentation. Go ahead, take it away.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for having me tonight. This is something that is really close to me, helping parents understand what is out there for them to support their children with literature and reading. So I want to start to share my screen with you so you can see what I have. So I'm not going to go into the full present mode because it makes it hard for me to see people when I go into full present mode. So I'm just going to share it this way. Tonight I'm going to be talking about online resources for young readers or for young learners during distance learning. I know with the rise in COVID, a lot of our students are transitioning back to online learning at home instead of hybrid learning. So I wanted to share with you some resources. And the purpose is that many schools have to make the decision to close due to COVID-19, leaving parents wondering about how their child will continue learning and receiving the support for the academic skills they need. So today's outcome is that parents must work with their children at home to ensure they continue their learning. So I'm going to share online resources you can do with your child. Please note that these sites are just suggestions for you to do with your child, and not alternatives to this work that the school will send home. So we're going to talk about reading and math, and we may not visit every site because that would take like a lot of time to navigate every site, but we will discuss every site. So there are many free online websites that offer games and activities that you can do to support your child learning. So on the following slide, we're going to see some of these sites. This first site we will visit is called mail.org. Mail.org is the Michigan e-library. It's connected to most libraries in the state of Michigan, and you can find several resources and books for students and parents to use during distant learning. And this site is free to anyone that lives in Michigan. So if you live in the state of Michigan, the state has already purchased the resources. So I'm going to take a moment just to visit mail.org so you can see how it is set up and what's there. Actually, this one. So this is one of the activities that you can do, which is the Britannica School Elementary. And students can read articles, they can look at images and videos and biographies. And this is actually for kindergarten, I believe, to 8th grade. So they have like different ones for the students to go to and to work on. Let's see if we look at the next one. So you have like the animal kingdom, and any of these they can click on. And they can learn about amphibians and birds. So this will be good if your students are into animals, or they have to do like a nonfiction project or a nonfiction essay, or you just want to learn more about these types of animals. You can use this here. Now for the EBSCO, you will have to register in order to access it. And we'll go so we can go to the main page. Give me a moment, please. So this is the main page. If you scroll to the bottom, it'll have kids. And this is the area where you would like to go into. And that's the Britannica Fundamentals. This is for kindergarten through 2nd grade. You have one for 3rd through 4th grade, 5th through 7th grade. And then you have your ebook collection. And these are books that you can read or check out like it was a library. So we'll click here.
Excuse me, Felicia, I still have the mel.org up. I'm not sure what everybody else is seeing. Is that what the page you'd like us to see, the mel.org?
Are you not seeing the EBSCO host?
No, we also only see the initial screen that was shared.
Okay.
Yeah, the very first one that came up is what I see.
All right, so let's see if we can fix that. Give me one moment, please. All right, so you are probably looking here at this, the PowerPoint presentation.
It is, yes, it's the 5th slide of the,
Okay.
the 5th slide of the presentation that has the mel.org website on it.
Okay. So are you seeing it now?
Yes, now we
Okay.
see. Thank
Good. Woo, technology. All right, so here is where you can find actual books for your student to read. This first part is just new things that they actually just added. Here are the featured ebooks that they have. But if you type into the advanced search at the top, then you can kind of whittle it down. So if your students want to learn about cooking, and you want a nonfiction book, and you type on search, it will come up with all of the books for cooking. So let's just click on one here. So we can do the PDF full text. And when it pops up the actual text. So here we have the actual text. If you do the download, you will have to register because you'll actually be checking the book out. So, but if you do the PDF text, you'll see the whole text. And then you can read through it with your child right here on the screen. And then they have the words and everything. So that's the way that you can navigate this to find any book that you want to in the e-library. And these library, and you can also kind of do library to library exchanges because they're all connected. So most of the libraries in Michigan is connected to this site. So a lot of times if you have a library card, it may ask you for your library card information, and then that way you can download and check out books through there too. So are there any questions about mail.org? Can you see this page now?
No. Yes.
Or are you still on the book?
Yes,
Yes.
we're on Britannica. Yep, Britannica
Okay.
School Middle. Mhm.
So this is where you will get to the different access to the Britannica Fundamentals is, and it's broken from kindergarten to second grade, 3rd through 4th, and 5th through 7th. And here you have activities where kids can read a book, they can explore, they can play games, and they can create. And as I said before, that this is completely free to anyone that resides in Michigan. So what the system does is it checks your, like, I think it's your router or something. And if it's a Michigan router, then it'll allow you to access these things for free. All right, so we'll go back to this. So that was mail.org. Lots of different things that you can do and a lot of different information on there. So if the teacher ever say, oh, you're gonna have to do a essay, mail.org will be a good place to kind of go to. The next one is Starfall, and your students may be familiar with Starfall, especially if they use it in class. And Starfall is free. They do have some paid parts to it as well, but it's a great website to helping young students build like early reading and math skills. They have activities that's focused on phonics, phonemic awareness, letter and number recognition, and counting. And this website is good for like pre-K to early 1st grade. And they may have activities for 2nd grade on up as well. And we can actually visit Starfall as well. So you can see what that website looks like. So here is Starfall. You have it separated from kindergarten and pre-K in grades 1 through 3. Students really enjoy Starfall because it's colorful and the activities are engaging for them. You have like your phonics activities. Some of the things are, so if they're highlighted in gray, it's under the paid subscription, but if it's highlighted in green, it's free. Starfall used to be completely free, but I guess because more people are using it now, they're starting to charge a subscription fee for it. So students can hear it.
I see a girl.
And then they can actually read it. I see a girl. And because this is pattern and repetition, we have our high frequency words like I, see, a, and boy, because all of these are high frequency words.
I see a boy.
It also helps students to teach how to write complete sentences. The boy and girl smile. You can have your child read it and then click on it to check it.
The boy and girl smile.
So that's one activity for them to do on Starfall. And if we go back, we do not want to save this. We want to go back. There's grade 2, 3 English, And we can click on that for a moment to see what that looks like. Prefix and suffix, punctuation and end marks, parts of speech, car. And like I said, because they're games, students really enjoy playing it. So we'll click on this one just so you can see.
My race car is powered by.
And then they have to put in the noun.
Choose a noun.
By clicking on it,
Hamsters.
and then a little animation comes up. So that's Starfall. And like I said, most of the things there are free. You do have some things that you do have to kind of pay for that's on there. The next one is pbs.org. And you might be familiar with pbs.org because it's similar to the television station. A lot of the activities on here is geared towards phonics, phonemic awareness, letter and number recognition as well. It is also good for pre-K and first grade, and have a lot of activities for younger students that are based on the shows that they will see on PBS Kids and PBS television station. So if your students watch PBS, which I do highly recommend, that they will pick up a lot of those, they'll have those familiar characters from that station. The next one that students, so we won't visit PBS, I'll let you explore that one. It is one of the ones that is listed on the handout that Amy sent to you. And because she sent it to you in an email, all of those links will be active, so you can just click on the blue links and it'll take you directly to the site. ABCya is also another one that focuses on reading and math, and offers games and activities that are Michigan Academic Standards aligned, which is part of the Common Core standards. It's good for students in grades pre-K all the way up to 6th grade. This is a free site, but does offer a premium paid subscription. So everything on here will not be free. Some of the things you will have to pay for, but if you don't want to pay them, your child still can participate in the free activities. So we will visit this site for a moment just so you can see what is offered on this site. So you have all your games depending on your child's grade level. Let's do, as soon as it stops spinning, we'll check out first grade. Let's see what first grade has to offer. And you can have it's divided into letters, numbers, strategy, skill, holiday. And here are some of the activities down here for your students to play with. And it has it up here in the corner, like this one is probably good for first graders, and through third graders, pre-K and 1, kindergarten through 5th grade. So it tells you what grade level it's good for. Let's check out this one. Or maybe not, because it's taking a long time to load. Oh, there it goes.
Adventure Man and Danger Day. Dungeon Dash. Letters.
So they can choose their character.
Nice.
They can choose their category and their level. So based on what you need, your child need to focus on, you can choose whichever one that you want them to focus on, whether it's uppercase and lowercase letter, vowels and consonants, or just isolate in those categories. So this is one activity that they can do, and you can switch between grades. And some of the grades might be the same, or some of the activities might be the same. Here's one, Henry and the Sugar Bugs. It also has the standards listed. So the standards is what the state of Michigan expects them to learn for that grade level. And you can click on there and find out what standard that this game is focusing on. So if your teacher says they're really struggling with letter recognition or this standard, you can find a standard that will help your child kind of reinforce those. And we'll go back to the PDF or to the slide. This one is one that I've just discovered, which is Read Brightly. And it offers articles, activities, and actual read alouds for your children. It goes from pre-K to middle school. So you have all the way up to 13 years old and plus. The thing that I do like about that is that it does have a link where you can purchase the books if you would like. So here's 10 middle grade stories featuring boys that tweens can admire. So it has like a lot of different articles, and you can click here and if you want to purchase the books from these activities. Let's do growing readers. They also have read aloud books. So like here, Brightly Storytime, Dinosaur Before Dark is an actual read aloud where someone is reading the book to your child. So if you don't want to purchase a book and you just want your child to listen to a story, then you can just click on the video and it would take them through and the person would read the story to them. And then you have the option to buy the story in the bottom. But it also has different articles. So the 50 best books for 11 and 12-year-olds, the most anticipated picture books. If you're looking for certain grades or age groups, you can click on the age group and it would take you directly to the age group. You can even sign up to have recommendations and tips and things that's tailored to your child sent to you. So that's also an option. I really like this for the read alouds as well as the articles and the mini magazines and as well as the activities. So it's a really good website for those things for your child. The next one is Read, Write, Think. And this one is for not only just reading, but for writing. So to engage your child in writing, because the whole purpose of reading is because that's how we communicate. We communicate through writing. So we want to make sure that our students and our children are doing as much writing as they are reading as well. So this site is a really good site for writing activities that you can do with your student. And we'll actually visit this site. As I said, we probably won't have a chance to visit every site, but the ones that I think will probably like really stand out, we can visit. This one right here, so you have grades K-12, and they'll give you activities and resources that you can do. And even though it says like classroom resources, because your child is engaged in learning at home, it wouldn't hurt them to do it for the classroom resources as well. So we'll go here to write a poem. And it has directions on what to do. It has like links for you to do like found poem instructions, additional resources for poetry. It has related resources. So like here are some more activities and things to do. It also has where you can view the resource in Spanish. So here it is in Spanish. Let me know if you can't see this. Hopefully you can see where it has it in Spanish.
Yes, we can see that. Yeah.
Okay, good. So if you are Spanish speaking and you're not very fluent in English, it does have the resources in Spanish with the directions in Spanish as well. And then we have Khan Academy Kids. This is actually an app that you can download, and it's a free app for young learners and it has educational games and for math and reading and phonics. You can download it through Google Play or the App Store or the Amazon App Store. If you do not have access to that, Khan Academy is actually also a website. And you can go to the website and it has the same things for phonics and math. And it's totally free. They are mission driven to provide free education for everyone. If I use it for myself sometimes because it's kindergarten to adults, and my daughter also uses it. So, and they do have like videos that you can watch. So if you're struggling with a concept, Sal Khan or one of his employees will go through and walk you through that concept. And then you can do activities and games as well that goes along with that concept. So this one is really good, especially for helping students learn math. And I believe that's why he started to help his niece. And then it kind of blew up from there. So this is definitely a completely free website. You never have to pay for it. You do have to sign in and have a login, but you don't have to pay for it. Reading Eggs is free has a free 30-day trial, and it does pretty much the same thing as ABC and Star Falls, but you can do a $9.95 per month if you want to. But to be honest, if I have free websites like Reading A through not Reading A through Z, but ABC and Starfall, I really wouldn't sign up for anything because odds are if there's a sign up thing for it, there's also something out there that's free. So even though this is a very good game activity site, just use ABC or Starfall instead, or Khan Academy, because those sites are free. But I wanted to offer that just in case someone was interested in something with a paid prescription. Some other things that you can do with your children, because when they're at home, they may not have gym and they may not have art. But so I wanted to throw some things in there for art and gym for your students and for your children. Go Noodle is a really popular one. It's free for teachers. And I'm just gonna put that out there that if you are not a teacher and you sign up as a teacher, no one would never know. But it does have, there is a familygonoodle.com, and it does have those kind of family oriented where the whole family can get up and do exercises and movement. I will be honest, I do go noodle with my students, and I do get up and dance with my students. Kids really love doing Go Noodle because a lot of the songs and things are in there. They are really kind of modern and hip and fun for students. I'll just play one of them and tell you.
Yo, they got a backbone. Vertebrates have a backbone, that's a fact. But invertebrates don't get down like that. Humans are vertebrates, your mama would agree. She would. I have a backbone, it's in my back, can you see? Get your back straight, I'm dropping knowledge like it's hot. Vertebrates have backbones and vertebrates do not. Get your back straight, I'm dropping knowledge like it's hot. Vertebrates have backbones.
So as you can see, it's really fun. The kids love doing the dances. Actually, Fresh Blazer Band is like one of my favorites. So the kids love doing it. So it has activities like that. It also has things like yoga and meditation that students love to do. Here's one for Rise and Shine. So it has like a lot of kind of things.
The world around you is full of sounds and distractions. Sometimes it can be hard to listen, but you can learn to tune into the sounds that are most important to you at the moment. Stand tall in mountain, with your feet hip-width apart, your body tall but relaxed, and palms facing forward. Close your eyes or look at the screen in front of you. Now imagine opening your ears as wide as you can and stretch your sense of hearing far out into the world.
So just imagine with everything that's going on right now, to just have a moment just to do some yoga and to calm yourself and kind of have that moment of peace that we all need sometimes. So those activities are really fun for students to do. So whether they're at home or at school, Go Noodle is a really good thing for them to do. This was one that I found last year, children book author Mo Williams, who write the Pigeon series and Knuffle Bunny and Gerald and Piggy series. So he takes you into your studio, but not only does he teach students how to draw, but he also teaches them how to publish a book, which is what we want our students and our children to be able to do, to publish their writing and to write with a purpose. So this is really fun. He has a ton of videos. He started them last March for when COVID first started, and he takes you through his process of how to publish a book and parts of a book and how to illustrate things. So if your child is really into drawing and illustrating, this will be a really good thing for them to look at and to do. So we're going to take some time to go through virtual field trips because we know we can't get out into the world the way that we would like to. So I wanted to include some things in here for you to do as far as virtual field trips. One of them is the aquarium. This one happens to be the Seattle Sea Otter live stream. I'm sure that other zoos have live streams and other places have live streams. So this was just one that I happened to pick up and see. And one thing about it, I heard on the news that some pigs were saved from a fire because someone was watching their live stream, and they kind of notified the farmer that your barn's on fire. So watching animals, just because we can't get out to the aquarium or to the zoo right now, you can still do it via a live stream. And like I said, a lot of aquariums and zoos have live streams where you can still watch the animals. The Census Bureau, you can learn about the importance of the census and taking part of the census. They do have a field trip that you can do and to learn about those things. This one I really enjoyed going to, which was the Interactive Constitution, to learn about the Constitution, to learn about history and the meaning and even the importance of voting right now. So, and what happens when we vote. So this one will also be a good one to go to, as well as the virtual field trip to Ellis Island, which talks about immigration and how the role of Ellis Island played in forming our country. So it takes you through the virtual field trip as well as a story about Ellis Island. So those were some of the field trips. If you want to go back and visit them, just let me know. I was just trying to make sure that we keep on time and leave time for questions. Here are free accounts with that's free for you if your teacher has an account. Get Epic is a website that has books for kindergarten to probably middle school. If the teacher has a free account, then it will be free to you. They just give you the code. So these are things that you can check with your child's teacher. Writable is a writing website for grades 3 through 8. And I will actually click on that because they do encourage parents to sign up for teachers' accounts. If you have a child in grade 3 through 8th grade, Writable will be a really good account to have, because they do, hopefully you can see this as soon as it stops spinning. They do have like prompts for your child to write to. And it's just spinning. I apologize for that. Technology at its best. All right, so let's see if we can go back to the home screen to show you how to help your child learn how to write. So I'm going to sign in as a teacher. If you have a Google account, you can just sign in with your Google account. And then you have activities that you can explore. We're going to be done here. And then it has different things. So for here is response to fiction. So character response to the Velveteen Rabbit, poetry, My Shadow, My Father's Dragon. So it has different prompts that students can write to. A feel for the game. So fiction as well as nonfiction responses, voice and choice lessons, voice and nonfiction. So let's click on the birthday surprise and see what it has. So it goes through the skill, it goes through the standard, it goes through the prompt. And if I preview it as a student, so it'll tell me write a book summary inspired by the nonfiction book, Birthday Surprise. And then it gives you the book as well. So here's the book that your child can read through, and then they can just write a book summary for it. So as I said, even though this one, so I would definitely check with the teacher to see if they have an account first. And if they don't, then you can sign up as a teacher so your child can get practice with writing. And the other one is ABC Mouse. You've probably seen the commercials. This is also for pre-K to 3rd grade. And you will definitely have to have a teacher to sign in, and the teacher will give you a code for your child to utilize this. So I just wanted to make sure you was aware of things that's out there for your teachers to get for free. So if your teachers don't know, you can say, could you sign up for a Get Epic account so my child will have books to read? But most teachers would know about Get Epic, so hopefully they already have an account and they can just give you the code. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was just some things that you can do at home with your child. Because learning could also happen at home within the house. So things like laundry, so sorting clothes by size, color, and items will help, especially for math, for color identification, putting all the white clothes together, all the red clothes, all the blue clothes, counting how many pieces of laundry you have, creating a grocery list. You know, we get those flyers in the mailbox and we throw them out, but those are good opportunities for writing, for letter sounds, for reading and letter recognition, having your student or your child create a grocery list with you using the flyer. Putting away groceries. You can put things that, for example, the box of Cheez-Its, put away the item that has the ch sound in it. So that will help your students. So it's good for sounds and matching. Put all the cans together. Bring me the peas, peas kind of thing. Doing dishes for matching and sorting. So you can put all the spoons in one pile and all of the forks in one pile. Now your children might not be happy with this, but doing chores at home is a good opportunity for learning for students. Letter sounds, fork, hand me the items that begin with the f sound, and they can hand you all the forks. So those are good opportunities, and many other like yard work, sorting and matching leaves by colors and shape. Things like, I was just had one in my mind and it just went away. But these are all good opportunities to get students to learn in their natural habitat at home. So just because schools are closed, the buildings are closed, the learning would never stop. So we have ways that we can learn in new and innovative ways, kind of thinking outside the box. So I thank you, and I will take any questions that you may have at this moment.
Thank you so much, Felicia. Does anyone have a question? You can unmute yourself and ask, or type in the chat if you're more comfortable.
No, we have no questions.
Oh, no
Thank you.
questions.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Anyone have any questions? It was wonderful resources, so much for us to look through and figure out what fits with our students' needs. I know some of those writing activities will be good for my daughter, so I appreciate that. I'll just give it another minute to see if anyone has any further questions. Okay.
I'm just saying, I would like to say that I'm sorry I was late, but I think you're going to be sending these information tomorrow to our emails, right?
Yes, so if you registered by this morning, I already sent it to your email. Also, it will be posted on the oaklandliteracy.com website. It's actually oaklandliteracy.com/ESL parent help is the direct location that we've put all the summaries. If you don't have it in your email, please feel free to email me at amy.g@oaklandliteracy.com and I can get it to you. I don't see any questions from anyone coming up. So I would just like to say thank you to Felicia for the bounty of the bountiful resources you provided us with today. Those are very helpful. We do have one more session in our series for parents. It will be coming up next Monday. It will be in the morning, November 16th. It's called No More Yelling, Calm, Clear Talk to Help Guide Children's Behavior. So if that's of interest, please go to the Oakland Literacy website to register for that. Okay, oh yeah, go ahead, Felicia.
Oh, I was just gonna say, a lot of times we won't have questions until we actually get into the site. So if you ever have any questions, please feel free to let me know and I'll be more than happy to answer them once you get into the sites and start to navigate the sites.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that might be the end of the meeting. Thank you to everyone and have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Good evening.